Typically, during the NFL playoffs, you have a lot of the same teams consistently back in. But this year, there's one specific team, the Washington Commanders. I like to call them the Commies. The Commies are in the playoffs. You look at the record last year, abysmal compared to this year. Could that be the Patriots next year? Who the heck knows? But let's talk about it. My name is Aaron. You guys already know Patriots content on the daily. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and comment below. First and foremost, off the bat, do you think the New England Patriots could be next year's Washington Commanders? And what I mean by that is surprising the NFL, showing them this is how quick we can turn around. Now, we're going to just dive right into it because we've already talked about it. But that being said, the Washington Commanders, we look at their record last year. They ended up going 4 and 13. They went 4-13. They were awful. They ended up drafting Jaden Daniels second overall. But if you look at their team last year, Sam Howell was their starting quarterback. They had Brian Robinson, who they still have at running back right now. They had Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel, gone. Dotson, gone. Logan Thomas, I also believe, is gone. But that being said, offensively, a lot of things have changed for this team. But Dan Quinn came in, and hear me out on this. Whatever you think about Dan Quinn or not, some people love him, some people not a huge fan of him. I think the one thing he brings is, much like Mike Vrabel is bringing, accountability. And hey, I have been here before. I've been in the playoffs before. I've coached an NFL team before, and I know what I'm going to do. I know what I did last time that I need to fix. I'm going to come in and I'm going to do that. So I think Dan Quinn coming in, having a solid draft, having some pieces in place already, helped spur this team on into the playoffs. Now, you're going to probably say that you can't use the argument that this team's division is weak. You have the Eagles in there that are pretty solid. Now, granted, the other two are pretty rough. But that being said, going against the Eagles twice in a year is not an easy feat. That being said, a lot of people thought the Dallas Cowboys were going to be that number 2 team, potentially even number 1 team in that division, based on how you watched the Eagles fall apart last year and how the Cowgirls choked last year in the playoffs as well. But that's beside the fact. You look at the Patriots right now. Look at this roster. Quarterback, already there. Running back, Ramondre Stevenson, right there, just needs to take that next step. Wide receivers, yes, there needs to be a true number 1, but besides that, Kayshon Boutte has shown promise. Pop Douglas, promise. Tight ends, they're there. As well, we're going to be talking about free agency and players who are unrestricted free agents, and Austin Hooper hopefully signing back. But that being said, you fix that offensive line, you get a number 1 wide receiver, and this offense could be dangerous. It could be. And I'm not going out there and saying that the Washington Commanders have the best offense in the league. They don't. But they were good enough to go 12-5, and I truly believe with that blueprint, the Patriots could be on a similar trajectory, taking a former NFL coach that was successful, already having a quarterback in place. I don't think if you look back probably on the Vegas odds of the Commies making the playoffs, it was probably very, very low, very low. And then Jaden Daniels started balling out, and so that is a huge possibility for the New England Patriots, especially under the leadership of Mike Vrabel and at the helm of that offense, Drake May. They got that. They just need some other pieces. The question is, can Mike Vrabel put it together? I think the answer is yes. I think he can. We've seen it with the Commanders. There's always that one team that surprises people. Why couldn't that be the Patriots? Yes, there's a lot of things to do in the offseason, but we have talked time in, time out, whatever. They have the cap space. They have the draft picks. They just have to be successful with those. That being said, they get players, they plug them in. This could be a whole different team. And then also look at that division. What's going on with the Jets right now? They're garbage. They need a new head coach. Is Aaron Rodgers going to be the quarterback next year? Bills, let's say they stay consistent. They're one of those NFL teams that is consistently in the playoffs, consistently good, much like the Patriots were back in their Super Bowl era. And then you look at the Dolphins, and Tyreek Hill wants out. So you can say dysfunction there. So why couldn't it be the Patriots? So that's my question below. Why couldn't it be the Patriots? Why couldn't the Patriots in the 2025-2026 season be the Washington Commies of today? Comment below. Tell me why they couldn't be. I think they could. Let me hear from you. Next up, we got unrestricted free agents. We've talked about this a little bit, but some people for sure going to be gone. Brissett going to be gone. Austin Hooper, I really hope they bring back. I think that he would be a great asset. Some of the older guys, you look at Jay Jones. Question is, do they want to start going with younger cornerbacks for that CB2 spot? Wise, also older. And so Hawkins also helped out some when there was injuries with Duggar or the issues with Peppers when it came to safety. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with these unrestricted free agents. Now we know with restricted free agents, they can leave, they can go out essentially, and if they get offered something, Patriots can turn around and match it. And so when it comes down to it, I think that you see some of these people let go because, Joe Milton, again, should be quarterback number 2. But Austin Hooper, I think he's one that, of all these guys on the unrestricted free agents, I think he's the one I really think the Patriots need to bring back as well. I think number 2 would probably either be Wise or Jay Jones. So comment below. Tell me what you think when you look at this list. What's your thoughts? Who do you want? Who do you want gone? Who do you want to stay? Comment below. Let's hear it. Last but not least, interesting offensive coordinator interview took place the other day. Thomas Brown, who's the interim head coach of the Chicago Bears, took place between him and the Patriots, Mike Vrabel. And so we know that Eberflus is out in Chicago. Kind of surprised it took as long as it did. Thomas Brown taking on the reins there in Chicago, but they're most likely, as of right now, it sounds like possibly Mike McCarthy. There was rumors of Ben Johnson, all these other rumors. But Thomas Brown, though, it'd be a very interesting pick. Obviously, the Bears organization rank him highly, view him highly when it comes to coaches when you make him the interim head coach. And so maybe this would be another good opportunity for him coming into the Patriots organization and making that next step to his head coaching career. Now, granted, it's very possible that he could potentially stay in Chicago as well, but who knows what exactly will happen there. But again, I think the offensive coordinator right now everyone wants, especially in New England, is Josh McDaniels. It's kind of self-explanatory. It's very self-explanatory. So that being said, comment below. Tell me what you guys think. Washington Commanders, could that be the Patriots next year as well? What do you think about the unrestricted free agents? Who do you want to keep? Who do you want to for sure boot? And last but not least, Thomas Brown. What's your thoughts? Offensive coordinator, or is it McDaniels a shoe-in for sure? Comment below. Let's hear from you. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. You guys rock. We'll talk later. Peace.